That looks like a challenge.
Let's go! Woo!
We'll give it a red hot crack, Simon, just for you, mate.
Is this the chicken truck?
Too easy for you, hey?
Had a mind of its own, mate. A few more tech screws, she'll be right.
What do you reckon? Tank 300, mate.
My name's Callum, I'm from Carbon Off-Road. I'm out here today at the Springs 4x4 Park with the crew from 4-Wheel Drive TV. We've got our TJ Wrangler, our shop car. So it's a 99 TJ Wrangler. We've got 33-inch Badak Extremes on it. We've got our Tank 12,000 pound on the front. It's probably one of the most capable rigs that's been on 4-Wheel Drive TV. We're a winch company and we can't seem to get it in a position where we need to use the winch. We haven't managed to break anything yet. Considering how hard we can be on this vehicle, it's a bit of testament to show how reliable they actually are.
I'm Byron from Savage Off-Road, and behind me we have our GWM Tank 300. Now we have done some serious modifications to this. Definitely an improvement to the standard vehicle. As we've got the Icon bead locks. We're also running that with the Kenda MT tyres. Another substantial modification we've done to the vehicle is this crazy body kit. And one of the biggest modifications we have done to this vehicle is our hybrid turbocharger. It just helps with increase of performance. Going up hill climbs with 35-inch tyres, it's no drama for this vehicle at all. And another modification on the vehicle is a high flow cat and our Savage exhaust. Mate, that thing is awesome.
Hi, my name is Rico Gang. I'm the co-owner of Savage Tank Australia. We got our Savage Tank GWM Cannon.
Hey, I'm Anya from MDC and second time round at the Springs 4x4 Park and looking forward to it.
All right, here we go, guys. It's the Tank 300 versus the TJ Jeep right here at the Springs 4x4 Park. This is going to be nuts.
I just love this place. Lucas does an amazing job. Every time we come here, he's done something to improve the park.
Hi guys, I'm Jesse from Piranha Off-Road. So we started off our day today and we headed down to Skippy's Hill Climb. Bit of a cheeky track that Simon lined us up on.
How's that looking, Callum?
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be interesting.
We're going up there. Oh my God.
Oh, look at that monster going up the hill. It's crazy.
Here goes the Iveco. Oh.
Here we go. Oh, that's a nice climb to warm up with.
Watching Simon drive it, I was like, this is going to be easy.
All right, Callum, give that a crack.
Good warm-up track for the day, see what the Springs has to offer. The tyres on the TJ are quite aggressive. I've got them down at 5 PSI at the moment, so it climbed up very easily.
And then watching the TJ do it, I was like, oh mate, we've got this in the bag. First one for us in the collie, we didn't do too good, did we? We got on a bit of a bad angle and the collie just didn't want to do the climb.
Colorado struggled a little bit because obviously that car didn't have a rear locker.
Bit of the right boot and we ended up getting up there.
Next we had me in the Tank 300. These vehicles are very capable, however they were lacking spare parts in Australia, and you know what, it was quite disheartening for all these new customers that have just bought their Cannon. We've got a whole collection of parts available for the Tank 300s and the GWM Cannons. We do full underbody protection, suspension, full nitrogen kits, floor mats, throttle controllers, all your weather shields, bonnet protectors, so you can dial in what you need. We keep driving on developing parts to help you get out on the track and enjoy your four-wheel driving experience. Woo! Rear locked only, boys.
He didn't even struggle.
I look at it, I go, holy moly, how am I supposed to do this?
He's never been four-wheel driving and we bring him to this hill. Come on, Rico!
Next in line is myself in the MDC Patrol. So I'll just put this into rock mode and I'm just going to crawl up, and the vehicle did it pretty easy.
Bloody hell, how high is that thing?
How does that feel?
That's nice for an entree.
After we came down from that one, we headed over to our next track, Wolf Gully.
The first track was just a warm up, so what is the second one going to look like?
Few little wombat holes through here, a little bit of flexing, looks nice. That's going to be tight for me.
My God, he's really close to that tree. Far out. Oh man, that's close.
Woo! What a climb!
Started off relatively easy. Didn't have the power to get up it in high range, so and I thought, all right, let's chuck it in low range. Man, from there it was easy. Almost cheating.
That chicken track that we drove though, it wasn't exactly a chicken track, was it? It was a bit rough.
No.
So I went high range, rear locker engaged, traction control off, and rear wheel drive, and it got a fair bit. As soon as it got to the climb, I definitely had to engage the lockers though, and it just walked up there, no dramas at all. Tank 300 loves it.
Initially it was pretty easy, but then it gets harder and harder and harder, and I feel like the car is starting to lose grip. So I was like, I'll just send it. So I put my foot right down. I didn't realize myself when I was driving, my car was literally on two wheel.
He was bouncing the front up, and then at one point as he's come up a bit further, he's bounced the front and the rear.
Made it again!
Oh my God, Rico, first time full driving. I think he was just full send. Let's go. Savage style, mate.
Now it's time for the MDC vehicles to go up, but we're just going to be a little bit boring again and just roll up the hill like we normally do.
Wow, that Patrol, the sound of that is so sexy.
So next up, an Anya from MDC Camper Trailers.
Drove up it just casually and made the Y62 look bad.
And then we had the camera car, NP300 rear lock.
He's tried to take the chicken track. It's just so loose. He couldn't get up there. He ended up backing right down the track.
It can't do option 1, option 2. So option 3 is just go out to the left and make your own way. So we get to the top of the hill. It's just this amazing lookout.
I love you.
Love you
Thanks for coming wheeling with me.
too. It's okay.
I think it'd be pretty boring in here by myself. Beautiful up there. Simon found us a beautiful spot up on the top of the hills.
I look at the whole hinterland. There was a dam there as well that you can see from distance.
So after the lookout, we came back down quite a long, rutted section.
Jesse, that's a nicely set up vehicle for touring. So what's the process of getting a vehicle built for an individual?
When I get a customer come through the doors these days, we really try and sit down with them and give them that time and see what they're trying to do with the vehicle. So then we can cater to their needs and build a rig that's going to be suited to what they're trying to do.
And it's not always just going for the big suspension, the big tyres. It's finding out what exactly they need within their budget as well.
That's one of the biggest beauties about working for Piranha. I really want to be that place where people can come not only for advice, but a bit of direction, a little bit of understanding about their vehicle and, you know, what some of these mods might enable them to do.
All right, guys, we're heading up Snorkel now. Nice hill climb, pretty straightforward, nothing really difficult.
Snorkel hill is quite steep and quite long.
It's a bit harder than I was expecting. Everyone's going to be in low range for sure. Bring the Jeep up, Callum.
A lot of loose rubble on it, some pretty decent ruts on it. The TJ making easy work of it. Overall, just pretty easy walk up there. Tank 300 come up with the rear locker on. Good exhaust notes as he went up the hill, making easy work of it. Colorado, don't think he was taking any chances this time. He had his foot flat the entire way up.
Go back, straighten up, keep your tyres there. Now, we'll see if you've got traction, push forward. Get into it, get into it, get into it. Go, 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 go.
After that, the Cannon, but just absolutely sent it up the hill. Pretty sure he did manage some wheel lift again.
How was that, Rico?
The tracks are really dry and dusty. Going up these steep inclines just make things a little bit more scrabbly and a little bit more difficult.
And then the Land Cruiser 300 behind him. A little bit of trouble at one point, had to make a few corrections, but pretty easy from there once you had the right line.
Well, guys, that has been an awesome morning of full driving. How about we head back for lunch?
Finally.
Food. Love food.
After that climb, there was a little bit of banter between Byron and myself. He kept pressing that we need to find something to give him a challenge. Someone ended up suggesting Tread Hill.
Everyone's told me Tread Hill is insane. I have no idea what I'm up against. Oh, versus Jeep. Apparently Jeeps go good off-road, so we'll have to see.
Problem's been thrown down. It's Jeep versus Tank here at the Springs 4x4 Park.
Now, do they only need to complete one of the tread hills, or do they need to do all 4 lines?
We'll start with the hardest one, and then we'll work our way back. If you can't get up that, then you can back out, then we'll do another one.
Guys, I'm feeling a bit sick, hey. I might go back to camp.
Trying to get all of it now, Byron? Too late, you already signed up.
All right, guys, get yourself set up for some lunch. We'll have a break for a little bit, and then we'll get back into it.
This trip, I'm staying in the brand new MDC Forte9 Plus hybrid caravan. It only weighs 1,400 kilos, but has a huge 525 watts of solar, a 200 amp hour lithium battery, an inverter, a 270-degree fully enclosed awning. It also has onboard hot water. It is lightweight and extremely capable. It's tough as nails. It will tow behind your four-wheel drive all over Australia.
So after a bit of lunch, sadly, Vaughan had to leave. When you've got to take one of your mate's kids to a formal in a Lamborghini, that's a pretty good excuse, I think.
I'd promised this about a year ago. I'll be back with these guys tonight for dinner.
Simon said we're going to explore something a little bit more difficult. Highway Hill. You never know what to expect when Simon says something like that.
We found a back road. It is a more challenging hill.
That one was a bit more fun. So that got interesting.
Got to the bottom, Iveco, always first up, mate. Big beast, send it.
There's some good holes up through here. This is going to be an interesting climb. That Colorado's going to struggle on the rocks.
And next up was the Jeep.
Lots of right foot just for a laugh.
He's in it.
He goes, oh, mate, I should just be doing this unlocked. Like, I don't even know why I bother. Typical Jeep fellas always talking their rigs up.
Byron put it into a cruise control four-wheel drive.
What? Off-road cruise mode? Yep, Tank 300, mate, it's got everything. And I'm the radio just laughing, going, oh, I hope you guys are having fun trying to adjust your throttle and blah, blah, blah. I'm just cruising. Woo! It's so controlled, it was ridiculous.
That tells you how much technology has changed the rear-wheel drive adventures for people.
What do you reckon? Tank 300, mate.
My turn to give the track a go. Normally I rely on Simon to spot me on a few sections, but I did it all by myself. Few facial expressions I'm sure that will be edited into this footage.
It made it look like a walk in the park. Twin lock, just easy as.
Work on you.
Don't you know I'm scared of heights?
This is going to be a tricky one.
Full noise up that hill. Blah, blah, blah. You just saw dust clouds everywhere. It was like, what's going on?
Second part of the track, it gets quite loose. You have a left-hand turn and then into a right-hand step up. That left-hand turn is very loose.
Did you break something?
No. Backed off the gas just at the wrong time. We've lost all of our traction. As I've gone to snap second on the takeoff.
Bang! We were like, what happened?
That you definitely just broke.
The sound was very similar to an axle snapping. We were all wondering how this is going to pan out.
All I heard was Simon, come on mate, just put the boot down.
I need a little bit of momentum. Try to ride the bank right up here.
Copy.
It was an awesome drive, and he put that Colorado through some serious testing.
We got to the top and there was no clicking, so obviously she's not a CV. Turns out I was just missing a mud flat.
Coming up behind the Colorado was the Cannon. He just came up full steam ahead from the get-go. Absolutely zero sympathy for CV axles.
The GWM Cannon is already quite an advanced vehicle, but it does not have the rock climbing cruise control. When my car goes up the hill, I'm the cruise controller. Come here, baby!
That didn't even make it look like a challenge.
Nah, here we are all excited for more wheeling.
Heading back around, firing in the tank had a bit of a problem.
The computer in the car thinks something is wrong. The car's lost power, throw the car into limp mode.
We had to do a little bit of roadside repair.
It's going to take a bit of coin to fix that one. We've been doing this for years and we want to do it for a few more years. So make sure you support us and subscribe.
Saying the engine light's on, you've got 3 fault codes. Says it's been cleared. See if it starts. Beautiful. Man, fixed.
After the Tank 300 decided to throw some codes, it was now time to go and try the tread hill climb.
What's going on, Byron? You're throwing down the gauntlet?
Let's go. I'm ready. I put my car in a limp mode. Now let's do tread hill.
On our right here, you can start to see the hill climbs we've been talking about.
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm really nervous.
I was very, very confident to begin with, saw them and thought, all right, these actually look like a challenge.
I think Byron then thought, I've got a bit of a challenge here.
They wanted me to climb this tread hill, like one of the hardest ones. Are you serious?
Hey.
That one's ridiculous.
Far out.
But that's right. We love testing out these Chinese four-wheel drives. Let's do it.
I'm going to set up a winching point.
A lot of time we get this question of what is the right winch for my vehicle? How are you using it? Are you going to be towing a van? Are you predominantly four-wheel driving, or do you want something that's all round? We've got Simon's Big Iveco here with a 20,000 pound tank winch on the front, 15,000 pound tank on the rear. That's the kind of vehicle where you need winches of that size. We do have people with smaller vehicles wanting to put a 15,000 on it. It's just overkill. All you end up with is slower line speeds. Things like a Jimny, the 7,000 pound Scout, would be an absolutely ripper winch on it. Something like our standard 12,000, our staple, that is a good all-round winch. That's the lightest 12,000 pound winch on the market globally. Give us a call and have a chat. We're always willing to help you work out the best winch for your needs.
Let's go.
Let's go.
TJ versus Tank 300. Woo!
All right, best. Sweet, let's do this.
Callum took the most difficult track.
Thought, you know what, I'm not going to play around here. Started off low range, lockers, and absolutely cakewalked it.
The TJ definitely proved its capabilities, literally crawling it.
Big thumb up for that Jeep, it's so good.
Still feeling confident, Byron? It's now or never. Let's just hope for the best.
Bit of a different kettle of fish for the tank.
He didn't go up that easy.
Byron in the Tank 300 got himself in a very sticky situation.
This thing was wha-bang, wha-bang, bouncing up there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there.
I honestly think that he's gonna tip over.
Let's do this again.
Second attempt, just picked the right line, got the right foot in there, and the Tank 300 made it up.
I wouldn't say it's easy, but the tank handled it so well.
Everyone was cheering, mate. The thing just launched up there. Molly, Molly, that was it.
I was sitting at the bottom of the hill. I saw the Jeep went up. I saw the Tank 300 went up. I turned around, look at my car. Maybe I'll try in this one.
Let's see what happens.
Rico thought he'd start off easy. He tried the fourth hill in from the left.
I feel pretty easy.
My car went up with no issues. It was a big surprise, big surprise.
That Cannon, it just continues to surprise us all.
Man, the car didn't even struggle. Should I try the other one?
Go for it.
Go for it. What do you reckon?
Number one.
Number one?
Number one.
I'll do number one.
Oh, geez, that number one look a little bit too hectic.
Now this has got a few ruts at the start.
I actually had to stop the car because I was thinking, where should I go? And then the car obviously lost momentum after that.
Do it again.
He was getting wheel lift, he was jumping around from side to side, but managed to make it through.
Huge ups to Rico and the Cannon today. First time off-road, and the bloke drove like a seasoned veteran.
Woo! I made it!
We all made it back to camp nice, safe.
What a fantastic day we had.
First time out at the Springs 4x4 park, absolute ripper of a day.
Now we're gonna relax, sit around the fire, have a barbecue, and chill out.
I'd just like to say thank you to Lucas and Michelle. This is absolutely an amazing place. The facilities are excellent and I just love coming out here. Thanks guys.